Hello, my dear friends. Myself, Dr. Lavleen Kumar Bhagi, and today I'm going to discuss with you the Unit 5, that is Industrial Ecology and Sustainability. And under this unit, the topic I'm going to discuss is the Eco-Industrial Park and Cleaner Production System. Now, as we see, the ecology is basically the interaction between the living organisms with the physical environment around the living organism, and to study this thing is called the ecology. And we can see over there it seeks to understand the vital connection between the plants and animals and the world around them. So over there we are going to study how they are going to interact with their physical system around them over there. Now this is the sign, this is the how the system is going to interact with the earth over there, or the soil over there. This is the air over there, this is the land over there, this is how it is going to interact with there. So this is the ecology over there. Now there is a 4 laws of ecology. As you know, everything is connected to everything else. This thing is going to connect with the air, with the water, with the earth over there. All the things are to be connected with each other. Everything must go somewhere. That means as you see, this plant is eaten by some animals over there. Then animals go to the higher food chain, eaten by the animals over there. Or you can say this thing is going to be just like the material flow. The thing is to be flow from the one particular stage to the another particular stage. This is how the everything must go somewhere. Nature knows the best. This is how this thing is very important. Again, there in the nature nothing is going to be waste. As you see, everything is to be utilized in one form or the another form. There is no such thing as free lunch. So over there in the nature you can see every single animal or the plant has to do something extra for the survival of their things over there. So this thing is very important over there. Now based upon this thing, ecology, we know how the interaction is going on with the living and with the non-living things are there. This the interaction. To study this thing is the ecology. Now we are going to study the industrial ecology. That means now this ecology is in concern with the industry also. So over there in the industry we know there is a material flow is there. When the material flow is there, that means material is linked with some form of the energy over there. So to study this thing, the material and the energy flow, how these things are to be happened over there through industrial and consumer activities. And we have to study this thing, what type of material flow is there, and with the material how much energy or what type of energy flow is there, and we have to study these things. So this is the simple diagram over there. We can see over there from the earth we are extracting the material from the earth, which is used as the raw material in the manufacturing unit or the production unit. And then production unit are going to make some definite type of the product which is going to be consumed by the consumer. And after the particular life, or the you can say after the use of the when the use of the particular product is going to complete, it is going to be disposed of and again used and again go back to the earth over there as a waste. Okay, so this is the product life cycle, we can say over there. And the interaction, and to study the interaction over there is called the industrial ecology. Now there is the industrial ecology. The principles are, we can see over there, the industry is interrelated. All the things are, as I've already told you, everything is to be linked with each other. So over there in the case of industry, all the things are linked. That means extraction, production, distribution, consumption and disposal over there, they are interrelated things. Second, industrial production must be subject to life cycle analysis. Basically, we are going to analyze the life, okay, of the product. At this point, what is going on at the production system, what is the type of energy, what type of material flow is there at this point of time, what type of the product life is there. So every stage, what type of energy flow is there, and during the wastage over there, what type of energy flow is there. So basically industrial metabolism is this. The natural world is a source of models of efficiency. As we see in the nature, the efficiency is very high, nothing is going to be wasted, everything is to be converted in the form of some useful product over there in the nature. And as we see, uh, one example of the nature is that from the one seed, wheat seed, this is suppose one wheat, WHEAT, one wheat seed is going to be converted into how many seeds? That is, you can see there are lot many seeds are there. Just like this, you can see this is the crop of the wheat, and then you can see there is a very seeds are there on the crop. So that means from the one wheat seed we are going to convert into, suppose 80 seeds are there, 80 80 seeds are there. So you can see how high efficient our nature is. So for now back to this topic, the natural world is a source of models of efficiency. Now, and next thing is renewable energy. In the natural world, they are maximum dependent upon the renewable energy and the resources. What type of the resources they have, they are going to be uh, utilized all the things with these things. This is the natural resources over there. Now finite resources must be returned, recycled, reclaimed, and or reused in order to close material cycles and minimize energy consumption over there. Now as you see, this is the very important point is there. Fourth point is, you can see now finite resource must be returned. That means from here, first extraction we have done. From the extraction we take the material out from the earth, which is used as a raw material in the production system, and from the production system we are going to make some product, and then product is going to be used by the consumer, and after the life is going to complete for the particular product, it goes to the waste. Now if it is going to be like this, that means now again some finite resource is to be returned to the earth over there. Now if this is going on, that means you are not going to use efficient industrial ecology over there for the efficient over the system. That means now this is customer 1, this is customer 2. Suppose this is industrial system 1, primary production system, this is secondary production system, this is 2. Now from the one customer, after the life cycle is complete to the particular product over there, either there is a two ways, either the product is going to three ways are there. Either product is going to be waste, dump into the ground, or it is going to be reused by the second customer, or it is to be sent to the recycling plant. That is a secondary production system. So better efficient system is that either the product is going to be recycled or it is used by the second customer. So this is the efficient system. When it is going to be used by the second customer, so after the life is going to be complete, or after uh, the use of the particular product is going to be complete, then it is going to be sent again as a to the second production system as a recycle, for the recycle over there. So from here product can go to the recycle, or from the customer 2 it goes to the recycle plant over there. And now this plant is interact or interconnect with this production system. How it is interact? The byproduct of this, whatever you are going to get from after recycling, the whatever the product you are going to get after the recycling is used by as the input or the raw material by this production system, and the energy from this production system is to be used by used by this secondary production system. This is how both way it is going to interact with this. Now, second thing you can see over there, the earth, this second production system industry used some resources, some raw material. The raw material again come from the earth over there. The raw material comes from the consumer as a recycled material. Okay, and the thing is this, all the things you can see is going to be linked with each other. This is the raw material, extracted material over there. So some form of the waste coming from the industry is going towards the earth over there. You can see over there, you are going to extract the material, you are going to give the earth back to the material, but the material is in waste form. As you see, some chemicals are dumped into the rivers. So this is the waste material after the processing is to be done. Now the thing is, for the better or for the efficient industrial ecology system or the eco-industrial system, the waste should be minimum over there. It goes to there, but it should be finite system. Now you can see from there, the minimal use waste is there. So from here, the if the waste is either, I have told you that there are three options: recycled, reused, or waste. If by any chance there is recycling not possible, reuse not possible, so try to minimize the waste for the better industrial ecology over this system. This is the whole thing I want to explain with these 4 points. Okay, now second point, after that, industrial ecologist. Now ecologist means who are going to study the energy interaction between the material flow and the energy flow through the industrial and consumer activity systems. Whose study is called the ecologist. The industrial ecologists are often concerned with the impact. Now, what type of thing he is going to study? The impact that industrial activities have on the environment. This thing, how the industrial activities are going to affect the environment. He is going to concerned about this with the use of the planet's supply of natural resources. Now, natural resources we are going to get from the whatever the uh, things we have from the earth we are going to get. This is called the natural resources. And with the problem of waste disposal, all the things are to be studied by the industrial ecologist. Now I am going to read it again. Industrial ecologists are often concerned with the impact that industrial activities have on the environment, with the use of natural resources, and with the problem of waste disposal. As you see, both things are to be connected over there. This thing, natural resource, when we call it, this is the extraction, this is the your disposal from the earth, from the industry. Suppose this is the industrial system. So one way you are going to get the raw material from the earth, when you extract some form of the material from the earth used as a raw material, and when the processing is to be done or the production system is going on, so some form of the waste coming out from the industry and waste is going towards the earth over there. So waste should be this waste should be minimum. Okay, this waste should be minimum and the use of the natural resources should be optimum. So this thing is there. Next, we are going to see the industrial ecology is young but growing multi. Nowadays, this is very important. This is very important. You can see concept over there. Industrial ecology. Nowadays, it is very vastly adapting by various industries. Now, industrial ecology is a young but growing multidisciplinary field of research. Multidisciplinary means engineering is there, chemical is there, food is there. Various different engineering domains are involved in this industrial ecology, which combine aspect of, as you see, engineering, economics, sociology, toxicology, natural science is there. Now what is economics? As you see, economics basically is the social science that study the production, distribution and consumption of goods and services. This is the economics. Sociology is the study of society pattern, how the society is going to interact and with and culture of everyday life. This is the sociology. Toxicology is the branch of science that involves the study of the adverse effect of chemical substance on living organisms and natural resources you already know. So over there, industrial ecology is basically contains the different type of domains. It goes from the engineering to the, you can say, civil engineering is also there, electrical engineering is also there, so different type of engineering domains, and economics is there, how it is going to be beneficial for this, how the sociology, how it is going to affect our society, how your this thing, how the waste is should be reduced, how the waste is going to be affect our natural system and natural science. All the things are to be studied in this industrial ecology. The primary, why we are going to study this thing, primary goal of the industrial ecology is to promote this thing sustainable. Basic aim is this sustainable development at local, regional, national and global levels. So over there, either it is going to be sustainable development of a village, sustainable development of the district, sustainable development of the India. Just like if I take the example of India, then I put the India over there, and global levels, or India is going to be sustained on the international level over there. So worldwide, Asia is going to be sustainable, or Southeast Asia is going to be sustainable. So the primary thing is to be this, with the help of industrial ecology, this thing is going to be promote this thing. Now over there, the field approaches issue of sustainable by examining problems multi-perspective, usually involving aspect of sociology, environment, economy and technology. These things are to be involved in this thing, industrial ecology. Okay. And while we are going to study the sustainability, we are going to examining all the problems which is coming from this thing. Okay, problems from multiple perspectives, which involves the aspect of this thing, environment, economy, technology, all the things are to be considered. The name of industrial ecology comes from the idea that analogy of natural system should be used as an aid in understanding how to design sustainable industrial system. This is how, that means this thing, sustainable industrial system, this thing is to be comes in the mind in view of the your natural system. As you see in the natural system, everything is to be connected and nothing is to be waste, or we can say if waste is there, then minimum waste is there. And as far as I know, the waste is the raw material for another system. There is a nothing waste like term in the natural system over there. Now this is how the industrial ecology is going to interact with the system. Now material flow is there, and when the material flow is there, energy flow is there, and while the material and energy flow is there, we are going to see what is the effect of this on the economics, sociology, toxicology and the energy over, engineering over there. So all the things are to be interconnected over the industrial ecology. And as you see over there, the technological system and the society system are to interact with each other. Society and the your industry are to interact with each other in this biosphere over there. And this is basically the industrial ecology, how the industry is going to affect our ecology. And when we talk ecology, that means all the living organism and the non-living things are there. Now in this thing, our aim, what is the aim for the industrial ecology? Enhance the economic performance, minimize environmental impact. This is the main aim for this system, industrial ecology. Okay. Now, in this case, now you see, industrial ecology is concerned with the shifting of industrial process from linear. This is the linear system, and we are going to convert it into the closed loop. This is the open loop system, and open loop system means extraction from the earth, the raw material is there, raw material go to the industry, and after processing the raw material convert into the some form of the product, and product go to the consumer, and after the used by the consumer it goes to the disposal. And when disposal is there, that means it back to the environment over there. That means it is the linear form of the loop over there. Linear form is there, that means open loop is there. Nothing is to be going to be reused over there, or you can say recycle over there. So every waste is exposed at the point of industry, the waste comes out, the waste is go to the environment, rivers, earth, like this, or the, you can say, in the air over there. This is the different type of waste from the industry, from the consumer waste during the use, again go to the environment, and after the use of the product it is goes to the disposal over there. So all the things that you can see, the waste is a lot over there, from the industrial waste to the waste during use, waste after use over there. So lot of, you can say, polluting of the environment is going on over there. So it is basically the open loop system now. And we are going to shift this thing, open loop, as you see, in which resources, capital, investment move through the system to become waste. Everything is to be going towards the waste. Now this open loop shift to closed loop system. Now this thing is important over there. This is basically the industrial ecology. Now we are going to convert or shift everything from the open loop to the closed loop system, where waste, now as in the nature, the waste is the used by some other organism over there. So in the closed loop, we want this thing into the industry also, into in our industrial ecology. So closed loop system where waste can become input for the new process, just like in the nature. So now the waste is to be used by some another production system. Okay, so this is basically the industrial ecology we are going to see. That means from the open loop it going to the closed loop system. Closed loop means your waste is going to be reused again in the another any other form by the another industry. Now you can see from this is your traditional industrial park. This is our, you can say, you see in each area there are particular pockets are to be set by the government, that in these pockets, in these regions, the industries are to be set up. And in these areas you can see everything is to be just like this linear system. Natural source come into the industry, product is coming, waste is coming out from the industry. So these are the things, this is the linear system over there. So these are the general trend we have already observed in most of the industries. But when we use this thing, eco industrial park, now everything is to be interact with each other. So over there you can see the natural source, you can see the raw materials coming from the you can say natural source, it goes into the industry. We are going to make some product, the product is coming out, whatever the waste is coming out from this industry is going to be used by the second industry, and this waste is now used as the input for this industry. And whatever the product is going out, again the waste is going to be used, whatever the waste is coming out from this industry is going to be used by the third industry. And this industry, along with this input waste as an input, some natural resources are also being used as the input over there. Now you can see the waste, now from this diagram, closed loop system, the waste is minimum over there. Or sometime instead of going this waste to the third industry, this waste is going as an input to this industry also. So both these systems are to be behave as a single entity over there, single system over there. That means it is a closed loop system. The waste coming from this used as the input, as a resource, and the waste from this industry is going to use as an input to this industry. So it is a closed loop system. This is the basic example of eco industrial park or EIP system. Now this is the, again from the diagram, it is look like very complex system, but as you see in terms of the waste or reuse or recycle, then you can easily understand this diagram over there. From the earth you use the extracted material in the production system. Consumption is going on. After the consumption is there, after the life is complete, it goes to the recycling plant, or some form. Sometimes it is again reused by the second customer. And if the it is going towards the wastage, so we are going to maintain the minimum wastage over there. Okay, and the waste is again dumped into the earth, but it is in the very minimal form. And sometime the second customer is again send this particular product into the recycling plant, and this plant is used the this recycling product as an input material. From this recycling is going on, from this customer recycling is going recycling product is sent to the plant over there. And now this plant, you can see from here, this plant and this system, that means this is industry 1, this is industry 2 over there. That means these two are now act as a entity over there, single entity over there, just like this closed loop system. Now here you can see closed loop is there. The output from this as a byproduct is going to be used as the input for this production system 1, and the whatever the byproduct coming out from the industry 1 is used as the input for the industry 2 over there. So less resources. Now if we are going to use this theory, that means now less resources are to be used by this industry, and for this industry is there, so less resources are now to be extracted from the earth over there with this system. So this is the basically industrial ecology process over there. So again this is the closed loop system, this is the open loop system, this is the closed loop system. In the open loop system you can see the waste is a lot over there. In every part of the material movement you can see the waste is there, but in the closed loop you can see the waste is minimum over there. Waste prevention is there. That means how to prevent the waste, we can rethink, redesign, reduce or repair, like this. So everything is to be a closed loop system over there. Now Now we can see what are the benefits for this industrial ecosystem. A community or a network of companies and other organizations in a region who choose to interact with by exchange and making use of byproduct or energy in a way that provides one or more of the following benefits. Now we see the benefits over there. What are the effect of these things? Okay. Now in this case, first I'll explain this thing. A community or network of companies. Network of companies means, suppose this is company 1, this is company 2, or this is company 3. All these companies are set up in a, this suppose this is a region, this is a region in any area where company 1, 2, 3 are set up over there. Now in this region we can see whatever the byproduct coming out from this industry is the as an input, and whatever the byproduct from this company is used as an input from this. Whatever the byproduct from this is used from here. From here, this is how it going. This is the byproduct going towards 3, the byproduct from 3 coming out and used as a 2, and the byproduct of 2 coming out and used by 1, the byproduct coming from 1 used by 2, byproduct from 1 used by 3. So this is how all the network of companies are to be interact or interact over there, and interact by exchange. Now exchange is there, you can see these are the exchanging energies and making use of byproduct or energy. It may use the byproduct or energy. Okay, and with the help of, while we are going to use this thing, the benefits we are going to see over there: reduction in the use of virgin materials. That means it is the natural resource. In short we can say it's the reduction in the use of the natural resources. Reduction in the pollution, because greenhouse gases now are to be reduced. Increased energy efficiency over there, you can say energy efficiency is now more over there, because Suppose the steam coming out from this industry are to be used as the input for the second industry. So now for this industry too, you can see the less amount of fuel is to be used for burning the you can say for the boiler for the production of the steam, because steam coming from this and steam coming from the boiler are combined over there, so less amount of the fuel now used for burning the system over there. So increase the energy efficiency, which leading to reduce the energy use in the system as a whole over there. Okay, this is the benefit. Reduction in the volume of waste. This I have talked you again and again. This thing is very important. Waste is to be reduced. Maintain the economic sustainability of a system for industry. Now if all the things are to be achieved, that means now you are see you have achieved or you are going to maintain the economic sustainability. For the less amount of rupees you are going to get more. So this is the benefit for this industrial ecosystem. Okay, now this is the definition of the virgin material: the natural resources that extract in their raw form, that are traditionally used in the industry or manufacturing process. This is the definition of the virgin material. As I've already told you, basically it is a natural resources. uh, what is the eco-industrial park? Eco-industrial park is the industrial park. This now I'll going to box this: industrial park in which business corporate. Oh, this thing, industrial park where business corporate with each other and with the local community. Now local community, this is the local community, in an attempt to reduce waste. This is how everything is to be interact: waste and pollution over there, efficiently share resources and help achieve sustainable development with the intention of increasing economic gain and improving environmental quality over there. Now you see, uh, and the resources they are going to share is the information, material, water, energy, infrastructure and natural resources over there. So these things are there. Now suppose we are see that there is a in a Punjab there is a one particular, suppose there is a region over there, suppose this is the region over there, which we termed as the, this is suppose eco industrial park over there. And suppose there is a industry 1, this is industry 1, this is industry 2 over there. Suppose there is a business department, this is third business department. Suppose this is the residential flats over there. Okay, there is a suppose community center over there, community center over there. So all the three things, all the three five things suppose lying in this region, and all the things are to be interact with each other. Whatever waste coming out from this industry or byproduct is used by this, whatever this, suppose heat coming from unit 2, industry 2 is used as the heating system for the this building, that is a business center, and heat is from 2 used as the heating source for the community center. Heat coming from 2 is used as the heating source for the residential flats. So you can see the energy now used is the in a reduced form over there. The consumption of the resources are going to be less over there. Suppose heat water treatment plant, single water treatment plant is used over there, and this plant is to be supply water to all the units over there from 1 to 5 over there. So basically this is the small model of the system, and the system we call it as a eco industrial park. That is the eco friendly, we can say, is the industrial park over there. Yeah, industrial symbiosis over there. Symbiosis means it is going to interact. How it is going to interact over there? Now first, this thing, industrial eco park, this eco industrial park, sometimes it is called EIP, industrial, that is eco industrial park over there. It was first coined in 1989, and first eco-industrial park has been developed at Kolundberg. Okay, over here I'll show you the photograph of this. Involves the physical exchange of materials, energy, water, and byproduct among several organizations. As I've already told you, this is the interaction of all the sources and the interact of the sources within the system. So this is the things involve the physical exchange of material, energy, water, byproduct among several organizations over there. So over in this eco-industrial park, which is set up at this location, they are used all the things over there within the system. Now how it is going to be used? Suppose there is an industrial plant, suppose coal fire plant is there, coal power plant is there, and coal power plant means the coal is used as the fuel over there, and with the help of coal we are going to produce heat, which is going to be used to boil the water, produce the steam, and steam is going to used in the turbine, and the steam, with the impingement of the steam onto the turbine is going to rotate, and with the rotation of the turbine your जो है electricity is going to be produced. So this is basically coal power plant. Now in the coal power plant, the inputs are water, gas, coal. These are the inputs over there. These are the input resources we can see. And the byproduct which is coming out from the coal fire plant, it is the steam, heat, we can say, fly ash we are going to see, gypsum we are going to see. These are the byproducts for the plant 1, we can say. Okay. Now, if this is the industrial eco industrial park over there, then this must be used by the other industries. Then only it is the closed loop system. If it is not going to be used by the second industry, that means it is the wastage over there. It is waste. It is heat is wastage. Gypsum is wastage. Fly ash is wastage. That means it is the open loop system. But in our system, we are going to see how we are going to use this waste as a byproduct into the another industry as the input resource. Now this you can see steam into the, suppose there is a close location of the another industry, oil refinery is there, so we can use this steam as the input media into the oil refinery, and from the oil refinery the heat is produced, from the coal power plant heat is produced, and another thing we can see from the oil refinery sulfur is produced, and sulfur as a byproduct which is used as the input to the chemical plant. It is the byproduct of the oil refinery, and the byproduct of the fly ash is used in the making the cement roads over there, and the byproduct of the coal power plant is used to make the building materials. Okay, this is how we are going to see. And the heat which is coming out from the coal power plant and oil refinery is going to use the heating for the you can say buildings, nearby buildings, residential flats over there, community centers over there, business houses over there. So they are going to use to provide the heating source for these buildings. So this is how the closed loop system is to be going on. Now this is the Denmark eco industrial park over there. You can see this is the industry, another industry, there is the another industries are they set up over there, there is the residential flats over there, business houses over there. So all the things you can see, the one form of the energy is going to be used, and the wastage is used by the another industry over there. Now what are the characteristics of this eco industrial park? The characteristics are material, water, and energy flows are there. These are the characteristics, and this thing we are going to use. Companies within close proximity, as you see over there, the companies are very close to each other. It is not like that if one company is who coal power plant is here, the another oil refinery is 100 kilometer away. No, it is not like that. It means it is lying very close to each other, so that all the things are to be जो है transfer or the material movement easily can be done. Strong informal ties between plant managers, so it should be there. One plant manager and second manager has to be informally uh, interact with each other. Minor retrofitting of existing infrastructure. Minor retrofitting means suppose you are going to use some additional technology in the existing infrastructure over there, and by using the small latest technology you are going to develop some new concept over there. That means now you are going to use the heating source, heat coming from the one industry used to heat the residential flats over there. So like this, some type of technology we are going to fit to already existing plant. This is again the, you can say, industrial ecology park. We have already seen sustainable green design. It should be cleaner production techniques and methods we are going to adopt. Pollution prevention is there. Energy efficiency is there. Intercompany partnerships. This is, we have already seen again and again. Benefits for neighboring communities. Benefits, how the benefits they are going to get. This we have already discussed in the previous slides. This is the benefit we are see. The benefits we already see. Cost saving is there, new revenues are there, shared services are there, everything is to be shared over there. Reduce regulatory burden over there. Increase regulatory burden means if wastage is more, then some government policies are to be implemented over there, so you are not going to be dump the waste into the environment over there. Now you are going to use the waste to the another industry, so the burden is less. And increase competitiveness over there. This is the increased over there. The now for the communities, the people working over there, they are now get the cleaner healthier environment. Business and jobs development, you can see, we have seen over there. And attraction for the recruitment we have seen. And end to conflict between the economy and the environment is there. Now there is no conflict between the which thing we are going to select. Either we select the economy or we select the environment. If so, here in this industrial ecology park, we are going to select both economy as well as the environment over there, so no conflict between these two things over there. In this case, in the designing perspective of industrial ecology park, we see there is an integration into the natural systems over there. Designing the industrial ecology park in coordination with the characteristics and constraints of local ecosystem. Whatever you have over there in the local region, you are see that you are going to make the coordination between this system, minimize the contribution to global environmental impact over there. So this thing is, minimum wastage are to be dumped into the environment. That is, greenhouse gas emission are to be reduced by the use of this EIP, economic ecology industrial park. Next is energy systems over there. What is the effect of this? How we have to design this thing? We have to design the things so that we are going to get the maximum energy efficiency through the facility design or rehabilitation. This thing, or you have to change some, you can say, design of the industry, or a modification in the industry, so that maximum utilization of the energy is there. Cogeneration, that means the capture and the use of otherwise wasted heat from the electrical generating processes are there. So we have to think about this thing, so that we have to design the things so that this wastage of the energy are to be used by some another plant or the some for another use over there. Another thing we are going to see, material flow and the waste management. For this we have to design for this thing how to minimize these things. Now this is the emphasize pollution prevention. This thing is to be, we have to be think about this, especially with the toxics. Ensure maximum reuse, recycle. This thing I have told you, that either if you are not going to reuse or not possible to recycle, then you have to minimize the wastage. Okay, so we have, in this case, we have to ensure that maximum reuse is there, or recycle is there among the ecology industrial park business over there. So this thing among the systems, this is suppose industrial ecology park, all the things are to be interacting with each other. This thing interact with this thing, this is how these things are interacting with each other. Okay, so, and while we are going to interact in the system, we are going to ensure that reuse or recycle is there in this ecology system. Industrial symbiosis, by using the waste of one industry as a byproduct or raw material into the another thing. This I have told you. Industrial symbiosis means interaction of the one industry with the another industry. How it going to interact? That means in with this, from the this part, the waste of one industry as a byproduct into another, or the raw material for the another industry. Now, effective management we are going to see in this. Companies make best use of each other's byproduct. This is the ecology industrial park management system. support Supports improvement in environmental performance for individual companies and park as a whole. Suppose this is an individual company, this is another individual company, this is another individual company, and this is the region, and this region is called the industrial ecology park. This is the park over there, and this thing is to be efficient, this should be efficient, this should be efficient over there. So over there, improvement in environmental performance for the individual, for this environmental pollution is very less, for this environmental pollution is very less, for this environmental pollution is less, and for the whole system environmental pollution is very less. Supports intercompany communications, this is the intercompany, this is the intercompany communications over there. Informs member of local environmental conditions, provide feedback on the EIP performance over there, and local bodies are to be interact so that they can get the feedback from this system. Benefits in detail, we are going to see in the economy wise benefit to the companies. What is this? Decrease production cost, okay, over there. Decrease energy consumption over there. Decrease wastage, minimize the wastage we can say. And reduced cost of compliance over there. Reduce cost of some R&D, because why, how it is possible reduce cost? It because R&D is now be shared with other companies over there. One R&D is set up for all the companies over there. So for all the companies, one single R&D is there. Now environmental benefits we are going to see. There is the reduced wastage, reduced demand on natural resources. Now natural resources are now reduced. Reduce chances of accidents in transportation over there. Now everything is to be transported by the pipes, not by the trucks over there, because everything is close proximity with each other. Every industry is close proximity with the other industry. And what are the benefits for the society? Better economy, because how it is going to be better economy? We are see the more jobs over there, cheap heating over there in both park and residential. We are going to provide the heating to the system over there. Cleaner air is because pollution is less, so air is cleaner, water is clean, and indirectly the health is improving over there. Now less demand on sewer system, landfills over there. Now there's a, because waste is minimum, so landfill is to be minimum by the waste over there. So these are the benefits for the eco-industrial parks over there. So these are the in the eco-industrial parks already you can say planned to develop. This is the report 2017. This is 2017 report. This is 2017 report presented by United Nations Industrial Development Organization, and over there this is how the industrial park is to be developed, developing stage over there. In India, you can see 5 industrial park is in the developing stage. In China, 1 industrial park is there. 4 in Vietnam, Thailand, selection in progress. 2 industrial park in South Africa. two industrial park in Peru, Colombia, Morocco. So you can see there are these are the industrial park we are going to see in the near future. Now next topic we are going to see the cleaner production. And cleaner production we can see from here there is a these four types of the you can see things systems are there. First, in this system there is a passive system are there, and in the passive system, passive means accepting or allowing what happens or what others do without active response or resistance. That means they are this system doesn't care for the disposal over there from which is coming out from the industry. They are passive, that means ignore pollution over there. And in the reactive they have the uh, information about the things over there. They know the things that and the waste which is coming out from the industry is going to pollute the environment. So for this they do some corrective measures. They are going to dilute the things and disperse the waste over there, and then you can see this is the dispersion over there. But in that case the waste or the pollution for in comparison to this pollution is less, but still our uh, water is to be polluted over there. And in the case of constructive over there, end of pipe treatment. Now for this system you can see the waste or is now treated and disposed and then disposed into the river over there. So some treatment plant has to be has been implemented over there. Then you can see the waste is coming which is coming out from the industry treatment plant, and then treated waste is sent into the rivers. And proactive means it is highly active system, and in that case instead of going to be spend money on the treatment plant or by this system, we are going to go for the cleaner production. That means whatever the waste is coming out from the industry is very minimal or over there, and which is not going to harm the environment by using the our system into the industry as the cleaner production system. So this is the proactive system, because in that case before your waste is coming out of the industry we are actively reduce the things over there into the industry over there. Now this is the another viewpoint of the cleaner production system. All the business use the resources. As you see in the industry we have used some resources to produce the product. This thing resources produce the product, deliver service for meeting needs of the business or the communities. This product we used by the consumer we can say. In this process some resources this resource remains unspent. We are not going to use the fully you can say use of the resources over there, that or unwanted products get produced as the waste we can say. So over there we can see while producing one form of the product we see lot of another waste is also be produced with along with the useful product, because 100% conversion or transfer 100% conversion transfer of resources is not possible. This waste when discharged to the environment is called the pollution over there. So you can see for example this extraction of palm oil, and for the extraction of palm oil raw material we use the palm fruit, and this is the unit over there industry, and industry is going to produce the palm oil. And how much palm oil we are going to get from the fruit is only the 10%, and the 90% of the things we are going to get along with the product is the wastage. This is the shell wastage, this is the fruit bunch over there, empty fruit bunch over there, this is the fiber, this is the wastage over there. So this thing we are now treated as the which is going to be harmful for the environment over there, and this is the pollution over there, or this is the wastage we are going to get along with the product. Now the definition for the cleaner production we can see the cleaner production is the continuous application. Now we talk about this thing. Cleaner production is the continuous, this thing is continuous, It is not the you can say here you start and here it ends. No, it is the continuous process. Cleaner production is the continuous application of integrated, all the things are to be linked, integrated preventive environment strategies towards the processes, product, services in order to increase overall efficiency and reduce damage and risk for humans and the environment. This is how we are going to define the cleaner production over there. Now you can see there is a continuous application of the systems, all the systems preventive strategies over there. And why we use the strategies over there? And toward the process, product, service, we are going to we are going to see the process, we are going to see the product, we are going to see the services in order to increase the efficiency and the reduce the damage for the humans and the environment. This is basically the definition of the cleaner production. Now over there, this is, we can see over there the environmental strategies. This is the environmental strategies. This is the environmental strategies over there. And in the environmental strategies, the inputs are continuous, we are going to see the things continuously, we are going to make the environmental strategies. Preventive, we are measures, we are going to strategies. Integrated things we are going to put into the make the strategies. Okay, preventive measures we are going to see, integrated system we are going to see in this system, and the output we are going to get from this strategy is the processes, product, services, which indirectly reduce the risk for the humans and for the environment also. This is the definition of the cleaner production in the form of flow diagram. Now this definition I want to explain you again. And we can see for the cleaner production is a preventive, integrative, continuous strategies. As you see, cleaner production is a this thing, preventive, integrative, continuous strategy which is applied to, and we are going to apply to the product. It may be a strategy to the product, the strategy for the processes, strategy for the services. And why we apply this strategy to the all these components? To increase the efficiency of the product, to increase the efficiency of the processes, to increase the efficiency of the services. एंड विद हेल्प एफिशिएंसी तो इंक्रीज हो गई उसकी, लेकिन साथ साथ के हमें नाउ वी गेट अलोंग विद दिस रिडक्शन ऑफ रिस्क ऑफ व्हाट, improve environmental performance and reduce cost. This thing, with the help of this, when you apply the strategies to all these system, product, process, services, we get the high efficiency and we are going to improve the environment system over there. When the environment system is improved, that means reduction of the risk over there and competitive advantage we are going to get. Why we gain this thing? Because now the reduction cost is there. If the cost is reduced, you are going to get into the market over there. So this is the cleaner production in the overall view. Now, in other words, cleaner production is basically is a tool to answer these three questions. These three questions, and the questions are where, why, and how. Where and why the company are losing resources. Now we have to see this thing for get the cleaner production system. Where your resources are losing in the form of wastage, we have to identify. Okay, and how these losses can be minimized. If you are going to able to identify the resources which are going to involved in the wastage, and if you identify and then you are get to know how to minimize the things, that means with this you are going to get more from your raw material. And if you get more from the raw material, that means the production cost is to be reduced and your product cost is ultimately goes down over there. That means the product is now gain the competitiveness in the market over there. So for this thing we are going to assess the things. That means cleaner production assessment we are going to start over there. For this cleaner production assessment, we see how many options we have, what type of options we have, and from these options which is having the how from these options we are going to towards this thing less wastage. Okay, this thing, how to minimize the waste from all these options we have. And when you have the less wastage over there, that means indirectly you are going to see the productivity is going to be increased over there. So this is the how things are to be done in the cleaner production system. Now what is the aim for this cleaner production system? As you see from this thing, productivity and your risk for the human and environment is reduced. Okay, so basically this is the aim over there. Now we can see to increase the production and corporate productivity through more efficient use of the raw material, water, energy, in order to reduce the waste and emission of any kind of source, rather than simply to deal with them afterward. So we are not going to deal with afterward, we are going to start thinking before the pollution is going to be started over there within the system over there. So we are not going to do the water treatment plants. That means it is afterward we are going to start thinking that we are how to reduce the wastage in the material flow and how to use the efficient use of raw material and energy sources. Second thing is to contribute to improve the product design. This is our aim. We start improve our design of the system, which will be more environment friendly and cost effective over the whole of their life cycle. That means from the use, from the during the production system, towards the use of the product by the consumer, and after the product life is over, it goes toward the waste. It because now it is waste, so we are going to study all the things that it should be eco-friendly over there throughout the life cycle. Now what are the key points in the cleaner production system? Cleaner production system add value to the this EMS system over there. Okay, it places emphasis on pollution prevention, as we see, rather than control. We start prevent, not we are going to control the things, with clear improvement in environmental performance over there. Cleaner production does not deny or impede growth, but insists that growth can be ecologically sustained over there. So these are things we can see. Now EMS is the environmental management system over there, and now cleaner production does not deny, and deny over here is contradict. It is not going to contradict the growth. Sometimes some people say that if you are going to use the cleaner production system, that means it is going to you are contradict with the growth over there, or impede over there. Impede means obstructing the growth. Okay, so it is not going to see like this. It is not going to your growth is to be decreased by using of the cleaner production system, but it going to insist that growth can be ecologically sustainable. Okay, this is the key point over there. Now cleaner production is not limited only to the manufacturing industry of certain type or size. It can be applied towards the provision of services also. So it is the, you can say, applied to the manufacturing or service sector also. Cleaner production includes your safety and protection of the health also. This is the, you can say, another key point over there. Here the risk reduction is there. That is the, again indirectly it is the health improvement over there. Cleaner production improve immediate efficiency over there. If you are going to use the system to improve, if the wastage is less, you can immediately see the higher efficiency over there. You can see the more product coming out from the raw material over there. This is, that means your cleaner production improves immediate efficiency as well as long term efficacy over there. Efficacy means effectiveness over there. So cleaner production is win-win factor over there. It is going to beneficial for the environment, beneficial for the communities, for the business over there. Why the benefit for the environment? Because less waste or less pollution is now going into the environment, and for the communities, because pollution is less, now the health of the workers working over there is now is going to be improved over there. For the business, the product cost is to be less over there. So this is basically the win-win factor for all these things. This is the In this diagram you can see more over there. There is the two uh, industries over there. In one industry is going to have to select either economy or the environment over there, and he has to select either economy or the environment over there. And in the today scenario, most of the industries, small scale or the medium scale industry, go towards the profit making. That means they are going to select the economy over there. Suppose there is a one industry, he is going to adapt for the cleaner production. That means he is going to think about the economy as well as the environment over there. Now after the few time over there, he is going to put more on the save the environment over there. He is to be put more systems to the treatment of the plant over there, waste treatment of the plant over there. And for this thing, it is going to prevent. So over there, to prevent the things, you are going to invest less and you get more over there. Or you can say over there, one thing I'll show you over there afterward over there, this thing. Instead of going the things, treat the things afterward, it's better to treat the things priorly over there. So there's a one particular thing you have quote you have already heard from a lot of your parents or your friends: prevention is better than cure. This is rightly fit for the cleaner production system. That is, prevention is better than cure. So cleanup production system are of the for the these three systems: for production system, for product, for services over there. If we use the cleaner system for production processes, that means it includes conserving raw material and energy. That means we have to conserve the things over there. We have to minimum use of these things, eliminating toxic raw materials and reducing the quantity and toxicity of all emissions and wastage before they leave the process. So we have to work in this regard. So we have to reduce the things, we have to reduce the all the pollutants or wastage before they leave the system. And in case the product, it is going to focus the things, focus on reducing impact, focuses on reducing the impact along the entire life cycle of the product. That means it should be eco-friendly. It is not going to harm the environment from the raw material extraction to the disposal of the product. So at every stage it should be reduce the impact on the environment. And for the services, incorporate environmental concern in designing and delivery services over there. So while transport the systems, we have to incorporate the environmental concept also over there. We think about the environment also while we transport the things from this point to this point, how this transportation system is to be least affect the environment. So these are the things we are going to do for the production system, for product, for services, to make the system cleaner production system. Now cleaner production system is basically is a preventive company specific environmental production initiative. So this is the particular company, they are particular company is going to start the things over there. It is not just like we already study the industrial ecology park over there. It is not the interaction between the two industries. One industry is going to start their own effort over there towards the cleaner production system. It is intended to minimize the waste, emphasis and maximum product output over there. So it is the not collaborating effect. It is done by the individuals over there also. Cleaner production of cleaner product and sustainable production and consumption are key elements of sustainable societies are there. Now sustainable society, how to deal with this? The society is going to get the cleaner product. That means the product is safe for the use for the human beings as well as for the environment. Sustainable production, that means less wastage is there, less use of the raw material is there, natural resources is there, and consumption. And for the consumption, that means we are not going to start consuming a lot over there. For the sustainable society, they are going to consume for the limited use over there. Limited consumption is there. Okay, so for the cleaner production, all the things are to be key elements for the sustainable societies. Now, what are the various options are there for the cleaner production system? In this case, the aim for this cleaner production is to carry out more efficient for use of natural resources, and natural resources are what? Raw material, energy, and water, and to minimize. This is the natural resources, efficient use of this, and minimize the production of wastage. Okay, and emission at the source. जैसे मतलब जैसे सोर्स का मतलब क्या हो गया कि जहां से कोई वेस्ट स्टार्ट हो रहा है, ये नहीं कि 10 आपका कोई सिस्टम है एक इंडस्ट्री के अंदर, 10 टाइप के अंदर डिफरेंट टाइप की मशीन्स यू हैव इंस्टॉल्ड, लेथ मशीन अलग काम कर रही है, जैसे मान लो ड्रिलिंग अलग एक मशीनिंग सेटअप है आपका, वेल्डिंग अलग मशीन है आपके पास, और सपोज यू हैव कास्टिंग शॉप, वो अलग से एक सेटअप है आपके पास। तो हर मशीन के ऊपर जब भी कोई प्रोडक्ट जो निकलेगा, वो उसके बाद वहीं से हमने उसका जो है वेस्टेज कम कर दी वहीं से। तो दैट मीन्स ओवरऑल जब वेस्ट काउंट करेंगे आप, तो वो वेस्ट जो है वो बहुत ही कम होगी। और उसी के अंदर जब आप ड्रिल मशीन यूज कर रहे हैं, तो एफिशिएंट यूज ऑफ द नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज, आप उस मशीन के अंदर भी वही बेसिक प्रिंसिपल यूज करेंगे। तो बेसिकली हर मशीन के ऊपर हम एफिशिएंट यूज ऑफ द नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज वी आर गोइंग टू यूज। तो इस तरह क्या होगा कि एवरी तो ओवरऑल सिस्टम वी आर गोइंग टू गेट द एफिशिएंट यूज ऑफ द नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज एंड मिनिमम प्रोडक्शन waste we are going to get. The most common way to do such thing is through 5 preventive practices. तो ये अपने पास ये 5 तरह के प्रैक्टिस हम कर सकते हैं इनमें। तो ऑप्शन 1 ये है, ऑप्शन 2 दिस, ऑप्शन 3, ऑप्शन 4, ऑप्शन 5 we have. Okay, then we have, now in this system, first I'm going to discuss the things. Okay, let's see this thing. In this system, this is our industry. Industry use the input material. In the industry, we use some technology to convert this raw material into the useful product, and the technology is used along with the some operations over there. And after this, we are going to get the product over there, and along with the product, we are going to get the waste and emission over there. So these things are the generalized industrial system. Now, in the case of first input material substitution, as I see, 5 preventive practices we are going to deal. How to do this thing for the cleaner production system. And first preventive practice is the input material substitution. And over there you can say change, if possible, change the input material. That means how, when we change the material, that means what things we are keep in mind: replace toxic or harmful material with less toxic material over there. If possible, we can replace the our input material. If possible, use of the renewable materials over there. Use material with longer lifetime, material purification over there. So these things we are going to see in the very first stage while we are going to put the material as the input over there. So these things are to be, we can use the preventive measures. Okay, next thing, if possible, we are going to see that technology is to be changed over there, and the technology is the improvement in the equipment and the process control we can use. Or if it is not possible, in the improvement of the existing technology, we go for the new technology over there if it is possible. So for this, Either you replace the existing technology, or you are going to modify the existing technology, or optimal process condition. We are going to see increased automation if it is possible. Instead of do the manual work, we go for the automation. Improved process control, so that we are going to go for the, suppose you are going to do the blanking operation, so we have to select the material very carefully, so that your wastage in the sheet metal shop should be reduced over there. So metal process control should be improved over there. Improved equipment layout over there. So equipment layout means your lathe machine is put over here. Suppose first operation done on the lathe, second on the drilling machine, so we have to put the lathe machine first, second we are going to put the drilling machine over there very close to each other, so that after complete the process from the lathe, your material is to be easily transport or shift to the drilling machine very easily with the use of less energy. So this is the how improve the equipment layout over there. So technology are to be changed over there. So this is the another viewpoint toward the cleaner production system. Next we are going to see the operations over there. And while we see in the case of operation, improved management system we are see over there. Workers skill process control over there. Workers are to be trained for the particular process, so that they are going to be uh, efficient for the uh, producing the particular product. And how the improved operation practices are, what are the various, so these are the various operation practices. Production scheduling, that means you have to be know well in advance that this particular product is to be manufactured on, suppose today is the date is the uh, today is 5th of April, suppose, or 7th of April, we see 7th of April we are going to deliver the product. That means we need the time, and we have to calculate how much time we need to manufacture that particular product. So we have to properly scheduling the product. So we have to be, if on the 7th you have to deliver, that means 1 week you need, and that means before, that means 1st of April you need to manufacture the product over there. So that the product is to be delivered within the time frame over there. So the production scheduling should be done over there. Efficient production scheduling is to be there. Energy management should be applied over there. Okay, as we see in the LPU, जैसे हम देखते हैं कि स्विच ऑफ द लाइट्स, ये आपको देखा होगा हर स्विच बोर्ड के ऊपर. दैट मीन्स एनर्जी सेविंग वी हैव टू बी think about this thing. So energy management are to be there. Maintenance programs are to be regularly done in the industry. अगर maintenance रहेगी तो that means your wastage are to be reduced over there. अगर कोई मशीन एफिशिएंट वर्क नहीं कर रही तो इसका मतलब वो वेस्ट ज़्यादा प्रोड्यूस कर रही है, तो इसका मतलब वेस्ट ज़्यादा प्रोड्यूस होगा तो हमें क्या होगा, उसका लॉस होगा, हम उसका कॉस्ट ज़्यादा पे करेंगे. तो इसका मतलब क्या है कि आपको मेंटेनेंस एक रूटीन शिफ्ट के अंदर चलता जाए, सो दैट वट एवर प्रोडक्ट यू आर गोइंग टू यू वांट, इट इज गोइंग टू बी accurate size and shape you are going to get with the less wastage. Working instructions and procedures are to be mentioned over there. Training and incentive programs जो बहुत अच्छा, जैसे मान लो किसी ने सेव कर दिया मटेरियल वेस्टेज कम कर दी, एनवायरनमेंट उसका जो है फ्रेंडली प्रोडक्ट जो है सपोज मैन्युफैक्चर कर रहे हैं हम, तो उसके अंदर वेस्टेज वेरी लेस है, तो उस वर्कर को हम इंसेंटिव प्रोवाइड करेंगे. और वर्कर्स को ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम के अंदर भी थोड़ा ट्रेन करेंगे कि कैसे वेस्टेज जो है वो लेस प्रोड्यूस करें. एडुकेट प्रोसेस कंट्रोल ऑपरेशंस आर टू बी इम्प्लीमेंटेड. प्रॉपर मेंटेनेंस and cleaning of the machines are to be there. So this is the improved operation practices are to be adopted. And further, product modification, this is the last thing we are going to deal. Recycling फ्रेंडली डिज़ाइन हो, कि जैसे मान लो एक बार हमने प्रोडक्ट कोई मैन्युफैक्चर कर लिया तो ऐसा हो कि वो रिसाइकल हो सके. प्रोडक्ट लाइफ साइकिल जब उसकी ज़्यादा हो, मोर एफिशिएंट लेस मटेरियल इंटेंसिव पैकेजिंग हो, जैसे मान लो अमेजन से आप कोई ऑर्डर कर रहे हैं तो उसके अंदर पैकेजिंग बहुत ज़्यादा पैकेजिंग कर दें तो अल्टीमेटली वो पैकेजिंग क्या है, वेस्ट है। तो उस टाइप के अंदर हम उस डायरेक्शन के अंदर भी कुछ काम कर सकते हैं कि मोर एफिशिएंट लेस मटेरियल इंटेंसिव पैकेजिंग हो, रिडक्शन ऑफ हार्मफुल सब्सटेंसेस उसमें कम से कम वो यूज करें हम। तो दिस इज हाउ product modified product is going towards the cleaner production system. And the last system is the waste and emissions over there. वेस्ट एंड इमिशन कैसे कम करेंगे, जो भी वेस्ट है उसको रीयूज कर लें या उसको रिसाइकिल कर लें इनटू दी प्रोडक्शन सिस्टम। तो ये क्या है, ऑन साइट रीयूज एंड रिसाइकल, जो भी वेस्ट है उसको किसी न किसी वे आउट से दोबारा यूज करें। तो इसमें क्या है, ऑन साइट रिकवरी एंड रीयूज ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल्स इन द प्रोसेस, दैट इज अ वेस्ट ऑफ वाटर, वेस्ट हीट, कूलिंग वाटर, ये हम दोबारा यूज कर सकें। ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग वेस्ट इनटू यूजफुल बाई प्रोडक्ट्स, waste segregation and storage. If possible, waste you are going to segregate into different bins and store according to the specifications over there. So this is the how the things are to be done in terms of in view of the cleaner production system, from the raw material to the wastage of the product over there. So these things we have see the various components over there: waste reduction, non-polluting production system, production energy efficiency, safe and healthy work environment, environment sound product, environmentally sound packaging over there. So these things we have already see over there. Right? Uh, this hold on. I'll show you. There is a uh, okay. First we discuss the waste reduction over there. Now, like in the case of P2, P2 means pollution prevention over there. P2 means pollution prevention. The term waste refers to all type of waste over there. Just like you pollution prevention, all type of waste you are going to include over there. That is the hazardous solid waste over there, liquid waste is there, gaseous waste over there, waste heat is there. The goal of, but in this case, cleaner production is to achieve zero waste discharge. इन दिस केस वी आर गोइंग टू सी दैट वेस्ट तो होगी, लेकिन वो वेस्ट कौन कौन सी होगी, डिफरेंट टाइप की वेस्ट होगी, सॉलिड होगी, लिक्विड होगी, गैसेस होगी, हीट वेस्ट होगी। लेकिन हमारा जो सिस्टम है क्लीनर प्रोडक्शन, वो वेस्ट उसके अंदर जीरो वेस्ट ही है, वेस्ट ही नहीं होगा। तो दिस इज द थिंग, नॉन पोल्यूटिंग प्रोडक्शन सिस्टम। सो इन दिस केस क्लीनर प्रोडक्शन सिस्टम वी आर गोइंग टू प्लेस द क्लोज्ड लूप सिस्टम। क्लोज लूप मीन्स कि आपका जो है रॉ मटेरियल से प्रोडक्ट बन गया, प्रोडक्ट के साथ कोई वेस्टेज आ गई, उस वेस्ट को दोबारा फिर हमने इंडस्ट्री में यूज कर लिया। तो दिस इज दी योर zero contaminant now is going to be released into the atmosphere. So zero contamination is going into the atmosphere. Why? Because the waste we are going to use again into the industry as the input resource. Production energy efficiency, in that case your CP means cleaner production, requires the highest level of energy efficiency and conservation. Energy efficiency is determined by the highest ratio of energy consumption to the product output. That means from the minimum energy consumption you are going to get the maximum product output, so that your production energy efficiency should be high over there. So we are going to deal with this. Energy conservation, on the other hand, refers to the reduction of the energy use. This is the thing. That means we are going to make the product with the minimum use of the energy in the this cleaner production system. Safe and healthy work environment. CP, that is the cleaner production, strive to minimize the risk of the workers in order to make the workplace cleaner, safer and healthier environment. So we are going to make the environment cleaner, safer and healthier environment. Environmentally sound product, as we see, whatever product you are going to make should be not harm the environment as well as the environment of the customer over there, and the life cycle of the product is to be uh, eco-friendly over there. So this is basically environmentally sound product. And environmentally sound packaging, we are to be, whenever you are going to pack the your product and transport the product towards the customer, we are going to use the packaging in view of this thing. Environmental packaging, product packaging should be minimized wherever possible, where packaging is necessary to protect the protect the product, to market the product, or the facilitate ease of the consumption. It should be environmentally appropriate as possible. So we are going to think about all the things in view of the environment. So this thing we are already been discussed the things over there. All type of waste we have seen. And in the pollution prevention, there is a solid waste, hazardous waste, liquid waste, and heat over there. And in the our case, cleaner production system, in the cleaner production system, this we have achieved, zero waste is there. Non-polluting, this is the ideal production system. The non processes we have to adopt. And if we use this thing, cleaner production system, zero contaminant or zero waste is there. Efficiency, highest energy efficiency we are going to use. That means you are going to make the product with the use of very small amount of the energy. That is the basically it is going to deal with the energy conservation, that is the reduction of the energy. And for the health and safety, you are going to minimize the risk of the workers by providing a cleaner, safer, healthier environment. And by this you are going to get the workplace safer. And then we have discussed this thing, environmentally sound product, this we have discussed in detail. Your product should be, whatever the final product you are going to make is the health and environmental factor you are going to count. Process design you are going to count over there. Consider full product life cycle, we are going to be see in the environmental aspect over there. So all the things are to be considered in the environmental viewpoint, whatever he is going to effect on the environment. And last we have seen that product packaging over there, minimize as if possible minimum packing should be there. And if it is not possible, then whatever the material you are going to use should be environment friendly is there. Packaging material should be there. Now what are the various approaches in the cleaner production system? One is the precautionary approach, other is preventive approach, third is democratic control, or integrated and holistic approach we are going to use in this case cleaner production system. Precautionary approach means whatever the potential polluters have must prove that substance or activity will do not harm. Suppose whatever the waste coming out of the industry should be treated into the treatment plant, and then is going to flow into the river. And while it go to the river, that means we are ensuring that the the pollutants are to be minimized, or it is not going to harm the river. This is the precautionary approach. And in the case of preventive approach, we are going to see that this thing is not going to, in the case of preventive approach, preventive pollution at source rather than after it has to be created. That means we are now prevent the things before it is going to pollute the environment. So for this approach, the we are not going to I'll read it again. Preventing pollution at source, that means from the raw material, from the technology, from the operation, from the product, from the, or from the, you can say, packaging. That means at every source you are going to prevent pollution over there rather than after it has been created. So ये नहीं कि उसके बाद प्रोडक्ट बन गया उसके बाद हम उसका जो है उसको पोल्यूशन के बारे में सोच रहे हैं उसके बारे में. सो बिफोर प्रोडक्ट इज टू बी मैन्युफैक्चर, ऑल द थिंग्स टू बी डन in view of the pollution, so that in the process pollution should be reduced. Democratic control is there. Democratic control is there. And democratic control means all the workers, consumer communities have to be assess the information and involved in decision making. So all the things have to be controlled over there. Integrated and holistic approach, in that means uh, that is addressing all material as well as energy over there. So we have to be integrate the things, that means material and energy, this thing, that means what type of material flow is there, what type of energy you are going to use over there, and we are going to integrate the things. That means if you see the to make the product, if the energy used is very less over there, that means this is how we are going to address the two things, material and the energy over there. And this type of approach is called the integrated holistic approach. Holistic means whole things we are now integrate and have to be think in view of the cleaner production system. This we have already discussed, this precautionary approach, preventive approach, and you can read by yourself. And integrated, this we have already discussed. Democratic principle, this continuity principle, this is we have already discussed over there. Now the methodology we are going to use in the cleaner production system is, this is the methodology, this is the methodology we are going to use over there. First we are going to recognize the need for the cleaner. Why we are going to use the cleaner production system? Need we have to be recognized system over there. That means for this need, the first we plan and organization over their system, and first we are going to go with this. After this we are going to assess the things. After assessment we are going to use the feasibility analysis, whether this thing is to be feasible or not. And then after feasibility check we are going to implement the system. And if the implementation it is sustained, or it is you can say implementation, because whatever you are going to make the things in the implementation state, it may work for the month or a year over there. After a year you go back again to this planning stage and towards this implementation stage. So it is the continuous process. So after implementation, successfully implemented cleaner production project are there. So this thing. Now for the planning and organization, we can say may obtain management commitment, this should be there for the towards cleaner production. Organize project team is there. Identify barriers and solutions are there. What are the barriers we have to identify? What are the, you can say, hindrance over there toward the cleaner production system? We have to identify and we have to find the solutions over there. Set objectives over there. We have to set the objective that for within the 2 years we are going to reduce our energy consumption to 20%. Suppose this objective is to be set over there. And pre-assess, we have to be assess at this stage over there, all the things to be assessing at planning stage over there. Then we have to make the assessment. Whatever you are going to things over there, our team is ready, objective is ready, and you know the barriers, you know the solution. Then you start assessing the things one by one. So identify the sources, analyze the cause, generate possible options over there. Now you have the team members. Now all the team members are to be identify the sources where you are going to implement the things, and analyze the cause why the your wastage is to be more, or the how you are going to control the your pollution over there. So you are going to see what are the various causes over there and how you are going to uh, use the various possible options you have. Then there is a feasibility analysis you are going to do. In the feasibility analysis, evaluate options, whatever the options you have. Now the options we have already been discussed. Technical option if you have, environmental option you have, economic feasibility you have. These options you are going to see over there. In the case of feasibility analysis, select best option out of this. Suppose you have do not have, or whatever the technology you have, it is not going to reduce the wastage. So it is better to purchase the new technology, but while purchasing you have to invest more money. So whether you have the this much amount of the money with you to invest the new technology or not, so you have to be एनालाइज द थिंग्स फिजिबल, ये फिजिबल होगा कि नहीं होगा, ये नई मशीन मैं लेके आ रहा हूँ, ये फिजिबल होगी कि नहीं होगी, और मेरे पास इतना पैसा है कि नहीं है कि वो नई मशीन मैं इन्वेस्ट कर पाऊँ उसके अंदर। तो ये फिजिबिलिटी उसको चेक करनी पड़ेगी। तो मुझे क्या चेक करना पड़ेगा, टेक्निकली मैं चेक करूंगा एनवायरमेंटल क्या मेरे पास है उसके अंदर, क्या इफेक्ट होगा उसका, और इकोनॉमिकल फिजिबिलिटी मेरे पास कितना जो है फाइनेंशियल मेरे पास है इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए, तो फिजिबिलिटी ये ऑप्शन मेरे पास है। तो इन ऑप्शंस में जो बेस्ट ऑप्शन मे बी दो ऑप्शन भी हो सकती हैं, मे बी टेक्निकल हो सकती है, मे बी एनवायरमेंटल, मे बी इकोनॉमिक फिजिबिलिटी इसके अंदर हो सकती है, मे बी कम्बिनेशन ऑफ ऑल दीज थिंग्स। तो फिजिबिलिटी एनालिसिस मैं करूंगा वहां से। देन वाइल इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, इसके अंदर क्या होगा कि ऑप्शन इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, मॉनिटरिंग एंड इवैल्यूएशन, सस्टेन एंड कंटिन्यू, ये चीजें रहेंगी इसके अंदर। कि मैं जो इम्प्लीमेंट इसके अंदर इम्प्लीमेंटेशन स्टेज पे पहुंच गया, मैं मेरे पास वो हर चीज अब फाइनलाइज होगी किस तरह से, अब मेरा क्लीनर प्रोडक्शन जो सिस्टम जो है वो स्टार्ट होगा। तो उस इम्प्लीमेंटेशन के अंदर क्या होगा, जब वो इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे होंगे, आपने इम्प्लीमेंट कर लिया अपनी ऑप्शंस को, इम्प्लीमेंट हो गई यहाँ पे, देन यू स्टार्ट मॉनिटर द थिंग्स एंड इवैल्यूएशंस आर गोइंग ऑन। कि जैसे मान लो कि मेरी इंडस्ट्री जो है एक 1 वीक के लिए इंडस्ट्री एनालाइज की, मैंने मॉनिटर किया, देन इवेल्युएट किया कि क्या उससे वो अचीव कर पा रहा हूँ कि नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ मैं। देन आफ्टर अचीविंग द थिंग्स ओवर देयर यू आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट मेक द थिंग्स टू लार्जर स्केल। जो इम्प्लीमेंट होगा अब वो जो है किसी प्रोजेक्ट के ऊपर, हम पूरे का पूरा प्रोजेक्ट के ऊपर वो इम्प्लीमेंट कर लेंगे कि ये हमारा जो सिस्टम है वो फिजिबल है। तो अब क्या होगा, इसी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन स्टेज के ऊपर आप क्या करेंगे, सस्टेन एंड कंटिन्यू करेंगे, उसी उसको सस्टेन करेंगे उस चीज के अंदर। ये नहीं कि जैसे मान लो आपके पास कोई कोई जैसे मान लीजिए आप कोई डिजाइन तैयार कर रहे हैं जहाँ कोई डायमीटर है ड्रिलिंग मशीन के ऊपर, every time you are going to make the 25.01 मिलीमीटर डायमीटर, और अगर मैं कंटिन्यूसली 1 वीक के लिए 25.01 मिलीमीटर डायमीटर ड्रिल कर रहा हूँ, तो दैट मीन्स मैं उसको सस्टेन कर रहा हूँ और उसको कंटिन्यू कर रहा हूँ उसके साथ ही। तो दैट मीन्स क्वालिटी एंड क्वांटिटी आई एम गोइंग टू सस्टेन एंड कंटिन्यू। लेकिन क्लीनर प्रोडक्शन के अंदर क्या होगा कि मेरी जो मिनिमम वेस्टेज है और मैक्सिमम यूज ऑफ द एनर्जी रिसोर्सेज, ऑप्टिमम सॉरी यूज ऑफ द एनर्जी रिसोर्सेज, ये सब कुछ वो सस्टेन कर पा रहा हूँ मैं, और वो कंटिन्यू कर पा रहा हूँ कि नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ। अगर उसमें मेरे को कोई इशू आ रहा है, अगर मैं उसमें जैसे मान लो आफ्टर 1 ईयर ये इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में कोई इशू आ रहा है, देन आई गो बैक अगेन टू द प्लानिंग एंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ओवर देयर, अगेन start doing all the steps over there, then implementation stage, and then forward this thing to larger scale. So this is the basic methodology in the cleaner production system. So this is in detail, all the things I have discussed in detail over here, you can see. Okay, for this flowchart I will discuss over there. There is a recognition of need to prevent pollution by cleaner production system. This is the input over here. Then we go to the planning and organization. Here get managerial commitment, this thing we have start, team build over there, overcome the barriers, start preliminary studies over there, ये हमने start कर लिया था, ठीक है। ये चीजें प्लानिंग और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, इस प्लानिंग और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर देन क्या था अपने पास, हमने असेसमेंट किया इसके अंदर, तो जो भी डाटा हमने कलेक्ट किया है उसके अंदर हमने प्रायोरिटीज देखी कि मेरी प्रायोरिटी क्या है इसके अंदर। तो उस प्रायोरिटीज को सेट करने के बाद हम असेसमेंट करेंगे उसका। तो जनरेट क्लीनर प्रोडक्शन ऑप्शंस वी हैव, उसके अंदर ऑप्शंस देखेंगे। तो इसके बाद मैं चला गया फिर फिजिबिलिटी स्टडी के अंदर। फिजिबिलिटी स्टडी के बाद मैंने किया, अब अगर उसके अंदर वो हर चीज़ फिजिबल हो रही है तो उसको फिर मैं इम्प्लीमेंट करूँगा अपने आइडियाज़ को, और उसके बाद इम्प्लीमेंट करने के बाद मैं देखूँगा कि मेरे पास कितना फंड जनरेट हुआ है, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन सोल्यूशन क्या है, मॉनिटरिंग एंड इवेल्युएट रिजल्ट्स मैं चेक करूँगा उसके कि उसको मॉनिटर करना, उसको एवेल्यूट कर रहा हूँ मैं, तो 1 साल के बाद उसका क्या आउटपुट निकला मेरे पास, वेस्ट कितना कम हुआ है, एनर्जी रिसोर्सेज जो मैं यूज़ कर रहा हूँ उसका क्या इफेक्ट आ रहा है, और उसके बेस पे मैं न्यू प्रोजेक्ट जो है उसको देखूंगा, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन जो होगी न्यू प्रोजेक्ट के ऊपर। तो ये चीज़ें जो है ये मेरा चल रहा है। और अगर इम्प्लीमेंटेशन 1 साल के बाद मैंने चेक किया कि वो इट इज़ नॉट अप टू द मार्क ओवर देयर, देन आई गो बैक टू द अगेन प्लानिंग एंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। दिस इज हाउ द क्लोज लूप इज गोइंग ऑन एंड ऑन, अगेन एंड अगेन, after a month or six months or after 1 year or after 10 years, we are going to repeat this thing again and again, and to get the things towards the cleaner production system. Now what are the barriers? I have discussed the barriers over there. Here I have discussed the barriers, this thing barriers over there, this thing barriers, and in this flow diagram I have discussed the barriers. Identify the barriers and solution we have to provide, this thing, the team, whatever the team you are going to make, they have identified the barriers and find the solutions. And now I am going to discuss what are the barriers. The barriers in that case, it is just the things over there. The individuals are often hesitate to change an already established process. क्या होता है कई बार कि हम 10 साल से एक ही प्रोसेस कर रहे हैं, तो कोई वर्कर जो है वो एक काम ही कर रहा है 10 साल से, उसको पता है कि मैं ठीक कर रहा हूँ, तो वो जनरली हेजिटेट करेगा न्यू प्रोसेस अडॉप्ट करने के लिए, तो वो नहीं करेगा, चेंज नहीं करेगा, वो जनरली इस टाइप के अंदर हेजिटेशन उसके अंदर रहेगा। Many are under the impression that CP program will actually cost more. कईयों को लगता है कि जी अगर मैं ये क्लीनर प्रोडक्शन सिस्टम इम्प्लीमेंट करूंगा इंडस्ट्री के अंदर, तो उसके अंदर मुझे कॉस्ट ज़्यादा उसके अंदर बियर करनी पड़ेगी, ये भी एक बैरियर है उसके अंदर। थर्ड क्या है, इट इज़ अनसर्टन वेदर और नॉट कस्टमर विल एक्सेप्ट द चेंज। तो ये भी एक डाउट रहता है कि आपने क्लीनर प्रोडक्शन सिस्टम करने के बाद जो प्रोडक्ट आपने मैन्युफैक्चर किया है, एनवायरनमेंट फ्रेंडली प्रोडक्ट मैन्युफैक्चर किया है, तो क्या कस्टमर एक्सेप्ट कर पाएगा कि नहीं कर पाएगा, ये एक अलग से बैरियर रहता है। इन मैनी सिचुएशंस अदर प्रोजेक्ट्स मे हैव हायर प्रायोरिटीज देन द क्लीनर प्रोडक्शन प्रोग्राम्स। लेकिन कई बार हमने देखा है कि कई ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट हैं जिनके अंदर हमें जो है क्लीनर प्रोडक्शन प्रोग्राम से ज़्यादा उसको प्रायोरिटी देनी पड़ती है, तो ये थोड़ा सा हम देखेंगे कि उसका क्या सोल्यूशन रहेगा। तो ये सारे जो है बैरियर्स रहेंगे, और इनके जो सोल्यूशंस हैं वो वेरी फर्स्ट स्टेज के ऊपर ही वो सोल्यूशंस हम फाइंड करेंगे। और वो सोल्यूशंस कौन फाइंड करेगा, ये इस स्टेज के अंदर प्लानिंग एंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर, और ये टीम ऑर्गेनाइज प्रोजेक्ट टीम, ये प्रोजेक्ट टीम जो है इसके सोल्यूशंस फाइंड करेगी। ओके, and these are again discuss the barriers over there. Now you can discuss, you can read by yourself. If you understand this, then you can easily understand these barriers. Now there is a difference between the pollution prevention and cleaner production. This is the important concept over there. Similarity क्या होती है इसके अंदर, first we discuss the similarity. Pollution prevention और CP generally जो है डील करती है इन्वायरमेंटल मैनेजमेंट थ्रू सोर्स रिडक्शन rather than pollution control methods. PP and CP should not consider an absolute state. Absolute state को consider नहीं कर रहे हम, but rather a process which continuously evolve with the introduction of improved technology and innovative ideas over there. Okay, so these are the similarities, and the difference between these two are the in the pollution prevention, that is PP, sometimes P2 it is written, sometimes PP or P2, meaning is same, P2. PP is environmental management concept which can appeal to all sectors. This is important, pollution prevention deal with all sectors, while CP is a technique designed more specially for the sectors dealing किसमें डील कर रहे हैं, प्रोडक्शन के अंदर, लाइक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर। तो दैट मीन्स ये आपका मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर में यूज होगा, ज़्यादातर इसको हम इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे। नाउ इन दैट केस इसमें क्या होगा, अ गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस में अडॉप्ट पीपी प्रोग्राम, दैट इज द पोल्यूशन प्रिवेंशन प्रोग्राम, और जो इंडस्ट्री वाला ऑफिस इंडस्ट्री वाला बंदा अडॉप्ट करेगा वो क्या करेगा, वो करेगा क्लीनर प्रोडक्शन टेक्निक्स। ये थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है इसके अंदर। The pollution prevention applies to these categories: agriculture, mining, construction, manufacturing, transportation, wholesale trade, retail trade, finance, insurance, service, public administration, consumer over there. Now, so that means PP can implement to all sectors, as I've already told you. PP can implement to all sectors, but the thing is, CP applies to the shaded area, mostly to the manufacturing sector. Now, from all these sectors, CP is to be implemented over there. Mining, construction, manufacturing is more highlighted, more shaded area. It is highly shaded area over there. That means if I going to rate the CP, we are going to use the maximum CP are used here, and then we are going to use the CP can be used in agriculture, mining, construction, service, public administration, transportation, utilities. But in that case, CP, we are not going to use CP in that case. That is, a cleaner production system is not going to use in the wholesale, in the retail trade, finance, consumer over there. So this is the thing. Waste minimization apply to generation of hazardous waste mostly in the manufacturing sector. This is how, and this is why we are going to use the cleaner production system in the manufacturing system. This is the reason. Why? Because the waste minimization is to be generally happen in the manufacturing sector over there. So CP falls under the broader umbrella of P2. P2 is the pollution prevention. So this is falls under the umbrella of this pollution prevention. Okay. So these are the benefits we have seen. Improve environmental situation because you are now producing less pollution. Continuous environmental improvement is there. Okay. Gain competitive advantage. Cost, product cost is now decreased, so you are now gaining the competitive advantage. Increase productivity, so because you are going to use the everything efficiently over there, scheduling, training, maintenance, all the things, workplace, everything is to be in view of this thing, CP. Indirectly you are going to get the more productivity, increased economical benefits over there. So these things are the few benefits over there, and these are the benefits we have mentioned in the over here. Improve product service, lower risk over there, improve company image, improve workers health, safe conditions, reduce waste treatment disposal cost is reduced, save cost on raw material, energy and water. We can save cleaner production, make companies more profitable and competitive. Okay, so these are the sectors in concern over there: automobile manufacturing, bakeries, cement production industry, ceramic, coffee sector, chemical industry, electroplating industry, fertilizers, foundry, hospitals, leather processing, mechanical manufacturing, metallurgy, mining, municipality deals with the wastage. Hospital also deals with the wastage over there. Oil refineries, plastic, printing, pulp, remanufacturing industries, that is the recycling industries, rubber processing, steel manufacturing, sugar sector, sugar industries, textile manufacturing, and processing industries. So basically, these are the industries where we can implement the cleaner production system. Okay, and these are the references I have taken for make the this presentation. And in the next lecture, I'm going to discuss the pollution prevention concept and terminology, environment law, and sustainability. Pollution prevention, in short, I have discussed in this here also, and I'm going a little bit more detailed fashion in the next lecture over there. Thank you.